Hey guys, it's Dave Senokossoff with Team 2 Shiny here, doing my deck profile on Beast Deities. I know I got a request a while back about it, so I figured I'd get it done. So, let's start it off. Start with Riot Horn. He's the first Room Bowl, basically. He's for Beast Deities only, so in a card with Beast Deity and its name stands in front of him, or in the same column, he stands, basic Room Bowl mechanic. He's 400, he's pre-GB, so that's nice. He's been around for a while, so that's good. We have our grade 3 lineup is 2 Break Rides, a Fixed Buster, 3 Extreme, and 4 Azure Dragon. We run 9 grade 3s because we don't run any Stride Enablers, trying to keep a little bit more Beast Deities and a Countercharge engine in the deck. So we have him for if we can't Stride and for some odd reason they let it hit at some point, or early game, if you go first, you ride it, you'd be like, alright, play the mind game with him, swing it. If you drive check it, or already have it in your hand, you can activate it, stand your riggers that you have that you're rushing them with, because that's what you do with these deities. Extreme, generic Beast Deity, why not? So, and it's cross ride if we hit it, and besides we have 2 SPs. So, they're mainly there just to be Beast Deities. So, like, you just want to be on a Beast Deity Vanguard for the Stride Catastrophe, who requires Beast Deity Heart. And so we try to keep our grade 3 lineup like that. I was struggling to try to make up a good lineup, and I think this is what I came up with that benefited it most. So we have a grade 2 lineup is 4 Papio, because on hit, stand or rear guard for a counterblasted Beast Deity is pretty good. He's been around forever, and yeah, on hit, yeah. And he's combo with max speed, you just stand to call him back up. That's a lot of counterblast, but I mean, if you want to do it, you can do it. We have 3 Hatred Chaos, because 12k attackers pre-GB are amazing, and they always have been. Especially in the deck, because there's 4k triggers. Well, there's the 4k stand triggers, so it's makes 16, and when you swing the 16, alright, when he restands, you sub the stand trigger back, because stand trigger isn't Room Bowl or Riot Horn, so you just get a little bit of plus out of it. You made him drop at least 10k if it wanted to guard it or take a damage, and now you're going to swing again. Then we went Jackal Lord, because Jackal was freaking amazing. Counterblast 1 Beast Deity on place. He gains the skill to stand a rear guard once per turn. Stand one of your other rear guards with Beast Deity in his name, plus 3k. So it works really well with max speed, because you can stand the column back up immediately and be like, alright, swing, stand the max speed that it's boosting, max speed skill, stand him, and it's a 19k column without triggers. So it's pretty dope. Grade 1 lineup, we have our 4 PGs. Beast Deity ones, of course, because we need Beast Deity names to be in Counterblast. Similar to how the Saint Guard Jewel Knight players used the Jewel Knight engine back in the day, because they needed the Jewel Knight Counterblast for Sword Me. We need the Beast Deity Counterblast for our Lord and Savior Max. So, and we have our other grade 1s for countercharging. So he says Counterblast 1 Beast Deity, stand to rear guard if he stands. So, and he's generic basically. The only non-generic thing about him is Counterblast Beast Deity. So, then we have 4 Claydol mechanic, because Counterblast, Stride Zone Counterblast. We need to unflip in this deck a lot. So, and since we don't run the unflipper PG, we have to run a lot of countercharging engine. And I know this hurts Catastrophe and this, but we don't care. We'd rather have the unflip, because Bustard is our best friend in this deck. And then we have Toolkit Boy, because a booster for the Vanguard is always nice, because now, on hit, unflip. If he boosts a Vanguard and the attack hits a Vanguard, unflip damage. So yeah, giving your Vanguard a little bit more on hit pressure is really nice, especially if it's countercharging, because sometimes when you're playing Nova Grapplers, your opponent does not want you to countercharge at all if they can help it. So they'll guard that, and then just start taking rear guards, I guess. So, and your rear guards are where your triggers go, and they restand too, so it's pretty good. And we have our trigger lineup is 4 crit, 4 draw, all Beast Deities, 4 stand, all beasties and the new guy. And then we got 4 Rescue Bunny, heal trigger. So here's the main deck. I know it's Rainbow Trigger. I'm still working out a trigger lineup, but this is the basic stuff that I used for a long time, and it got me really far. And I think it's still good today. So going into the Stride lineup, of course, G guards. We have, let me move these guys out of the way. We have Dismal, Screw, and a couple of Blue Prisons. So, generic Nova Grappler G guard set. I've seen a lot of people use this, and we're running 9 grade 3, so Screw is still useful because we can just ditch a grade 3 to do it if we absolutely need to, and just a 5k, make the 5k basically a 10k shield if we would put it on guard circle. He's very useful, so yeah. And Dismal, I need my rear guards with this deck, so we're not letting him kill those. We run Seabreeze because Seabreeze says, yeah, if you're grade locked and I want to stride on you with 26k base, make you drop perk card if you want to drop it, or get 3 triggers, or get 3 drive checks, so yeah, you just make them cry a little bit. And we have the unflipping to justify this card, so yeah. And then we run 2 Victor because sometimes when you don't have a play, he's free. So he's on swing stand rear guard and on head stand rear, both plus 5k. And that's really good in the deck because you stand max beat, you stand something else. So you basically get to stand a column for a counter blast, a Beast Deity counter blast. And then we run 4 Bustard. I like Bustard a lot. He's real good. So you just swing at a Vanguard, swing at anything, which is very, very important because sometimes you just swing at a rear guard if you don't want to swing at the Vanguard for the first swing. I don't know. Sometimes that might be beneficial, but sometimes it won't. It's duly up to the situation. He's good because you can flip Catastrophe and vice versa. And we run Catastrophe and Bustard F4. You flip each other the first time, or you go in him, you flip him, you drive check Beast Deity, you stand your stuff. Next turn, you have the option to either go into the second Catastrophe, because you have these 2 face up, flip a Catastrophe, you get the power bonus, or go into Bustard, flip a Bustard, and get the restand. So that's really nice toolboxing, and it's just really strong, I think. And even though we don't have a lot of Beast Deities, this card is still alive because most of our grade 1 and up are Beast Deities. The only one that are not are Claydol and Toolkit Boy. So, which is why I dedicated the grade 1 lineup to the countercharging engine and kept the PGs as Beast Deities. And then, as the last one, we have Blizza. Because if we don't use Seabreeze in the game, fuck them. Like what, 108k if you have all your stuff face up or something like that? Yeah, make them drop the PG that they've already used throughout the entire game. So yeah, this is the Beast Deity deck. Hope you guys enjoyed. Comment any questions that you may have. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.